nights, truths on the run. Buried secrets were the ones who dig them up for fun. Headstones in the graveyard where stories reside. We bring back headlines, no place to hide. Try to cover it, but we'll find the trace. Shadows and whispers, no escape from this place. Headstones and headlines, where the truth collides. We'll expose the lies. There's nowhere to hide. From the dirt to the brick, we'll make it clear. True crime uncovered, it's why we're here. The headline tells a tale of deceit. From the grave to the page, the truth reads. Cold cases, long leads, nothing gets by. We turn the stones, leave no questions why. You can run, but we're hard on the trail. Every secret's revealed, no matter how stale. Headstones and headlines, where the truth collides. We'll expose the lies. There's nowhere to hide. From the dirt to the brick, we'll make it clear. True crime uncovered, it's why we're here. In the dark of the night, we bring it to light. Every crime, every lie, every fight. No stone left unturned, no truth left unsaid. We write the headlines from the graves of the dead. Headstones and headlines, where the truth collides. We'll expose the lies. There's nowhere to hide. From the dirt to the brick, we'll make it clear. True crime uncovered, it's why we're here. Headstones and headlines, where the stories remain. We
Oh my gosh, I have no idea what I just did. I am so sorry. I cut off the intro. I was clicking on something and all of a sudden, there it went. There it went. So we're just going to start. At least I didn't cut off a ton of it. So thanks for being here. This is going to be a tough one, especially because I am such a cat lover. But it is a story that I think is really important, especially because there are over 100 cats that are still in need of homes. They're still being trapped and relocated. Several were injured and have been taken to shelters to get the veterinary care that they need. So the majority of the live is going to be about Happy Cat Sanctuary and the founder, Chris Arsenault, who unfortunately lost his life attempting to rescue as many cats as he could. It stated that he repeatedly went in and out of the house trying to save as many cats as he could. Unfortunately, at least 100 of those did not make it, which is, I mean, just devastating. So thanks for being here. As I said, I saw Secretary Charlotte's Webbing was here early. And I'm not sure if Jamie is back, but Jamie said, I knew Chris and many of the rescuers who are involved. It's horrific. Although I am on the other side of the YouTube streets completely, I appreciate you doing this if you haven't already. And that was very nice of her to stop in. Cuddle, thanks for being here. Pookie, Angie, Lulu, thanks for being here. Hey, Cocoa Puff, I hope you did not get affected by these rains and crazy weather that's been happening. Sinner, thanks for being here. Hey, Nanny, how are you? Oh my goodness, another stormy day. Here are more flood warnings. It's been raining here all day. It looks like it might have lightened up a little bit. I'm not sure. I haven't gone outside at all today, and I didn't put food out for the outside kitties because I didn't want it to get all mushy. So I've been, every so often I look at the cameras to see if I see them, and I haven't. So they're probably all hunkered down as well. So to start, there was an update in the case of Oscar Hernandez, who we talked about yesterday. Oscar, for those of you who may not know, was a 13-year-old who went missing after taking a train to his soccer coach's home to allegedly paint soccer uniforms. He did not return home. His family reported him missing, and unfortunately, he was located deceased in a wooded area 70 miles from his home. So we're going to start with that video, and then the remainder of the live is going to be about Happy Cat Sanctuary. I did find an interview that a very small channel, less than 1,000 subs, did with Chris that we're going to just take a look at some of it. I do have the link to the full interview in the description of this live. I also have the link to the GoFundMe for Happy Cat Sanctuary, and also the Suffolk County SPCA, which is providing services, emergency vet care to animals, well, I should say cats, that need it once they're rescued. All right, so first thing, we're just going to take a quick look at this update on Oscar, and then we'll get into Happy Cat.
In that breaking news, the soccer coach is now being questioned about the disappearance and death of a teenage boy from Sun Valley. He's under arrest, but for an unrelated sexual assault. Good evening once again, everybody. I'm Michael Brownlee.
And I'm Colleen Williams. Investigative reporter Eric Leonard tracked down the criminal charges, and he was in court today as well. He joins us live from the newsroom with new information about this case. Eric.
Yeah, according to multiple law enforcement sources, LAPD detectives tracked down that coach Wednesday, questioned him about the death of the 13-year-old, and booked the coach on a warrant for an unrelated attack. Court records we found show 43-year-old Mario Edgardo Garcia Aquino is now facing a single count of assault with intent to commit another felony. According to the arrest warrant filed on Tuesday or Wednesday, that other felony was the attempted rape of a man. The criminal complaint says this happened in February 2024. That case was investigated by...
So this unrelated incident happened in February of 2024, over a year ago, and they just issued a warrant? See ya, Cocoa Puff.
By the LA County Sheriff's Department. The family of 13-year-old Oscar Omar Hernandez, desperate for answers about what happened to their boy, have told us the teenager was last with Garcia Aquino, who they described as the boy's soccer coach. As for the connection to the investigation into the disappearance, Garcia Aquino has not been named a suspect. The LAPD told me this afternoon he has not been arrested in connection with the Hernandez case and that the investigation is ongoing. The 2024 sexual assault case was a sheriff's investigation, but it was LAPD detectives that made the arrest on Wednesday right after the warrant was issued. The LA County District Attorney's Office has not explained why it waited more than a year to file that sexual assault case or if the timing is in any way connected to the boy's disappearance. Garcia Aquino was supposed to make a court appearance this morning. He didn't. He's now expected to appear Monday on that sexual assault charge. He's being held on $100,000 bail. Back to you.
So just a quick update. So I'd like to know too why they waited until this poor boy was killed to issue a warrant on this man who had an SA in his past. I think that Cuddle says, do you think it was the coach? I do. Yes. Just based on what we saw, I had covered this in my live yesterday, just based on everything that we heard, that the family stated, the circumstances, the coach was the last person to see him alive. The coach also answered the boy's phone and said, you know, Oscar couldn't come to the phone because his hands were covered in paint. But he could have brought the phone to Oscar, or someone yesterday said put it on speakerphone. It's just very, very suspicious. So I do think it was the coach. I guess we'll see. Okay, so we are going to move right into Happy Cat Sanctuary. And I did add some videos from when it first happened. So this happened just about a week ago on March 31st, this past Monday. And I've been following it each day, but I get too emotional about it. And so I finally got to the point where I was like, okay, I think I can talk about it without, you know, getting upset. And then just before my live, I had found a rescue that's helping trap and relocate the cats. And she had this one post of these, it was like stairs to heaven, and all of these cats were like climbing the stairs. And I just about lost it. I'm like, okay, not going to show this on my live stream because that is going to make me very emotional. So we will not be looking at that. But that's okay. Hey, Curious, how are you? All right. So this took place on Long Island, specifically Medford. And as I was looking for the link for the GoFundMe that's currently going on, and I don't remember what it was the last time, because I donated on, I can't remember what day. Was it yesterday? I can't remember. But I had donated. They're currently just under $750,000 raised, which is incredible. So I am going to drop that link in chat just in case. All the GoFundMe link is in the description as well. Okay.
Long Island, a fire tears through an animal sanctuary, leaving its founder dead, and at least 100 cats were also killed.
Fox 5's Jody Goldberg joins us live from Medford. So, Jody, are you learning anything about how this all started?
We haven't learned how it started yet, but we're learning some devastating news to make this even more tragic. A volunteer just came up to me right before and told me that 58 cats were found inside, and that count, as we've been talking about, is going to go up as they keep investigating and going inside to try to figure out what's going on inside. Behind me, it's still a very active scene. You have people trying to build a fence to try to contain the cats, and right now, it's a race against the clock to make sure that those who survived get the help they need, especially with this rain on the way.
And I did read that they were also, volunteers were also setting up feeding stations for the cats because some of them were not social. So they were having a hard time catching them. But to make sure that they were, they had food and water, they were setting up feeding stations for them.
Died caring for cats, Chris Arsenault, and everything he's worked for his whole life, gone in a matter of minutes.
He woke up and he was trying to put the fire out.
His dream of a safe place for him and his cats ended tragically Monday morning after a fire ripped through his house, killing him and at least 100 of his cats.
Oh my God,
he would go in and out until his last breath because that's who he was.
It was a home well known on Long Island as the Happy Cat Sanctuary. It's here where Chris, a retired train conductor, lived with 300 rescues. The sanctuary described as a safe.
And just seeing all these cats in like the same area, the fact that I'm sure there were scuffles here and there, but the fact that they're all, there's at least 15 cats just in this still shot. They're just hanging out with each other, chilling. Hey, KCG. I can't do a fundraiser because I don't have 10,000 subs, but I did make a super chat / super sticker goal, and anything that anyone chooses to donate, I will be directly donating back to the GoFundMe. So if you would much rather go to the GoFundMe directly and donate, I would actually suggest that, because all of the monies will go towards the rescue or sanctuary, I should say, to help the cats. Yeah.
Safe haven for cats in need. It had an indoor and outdoor space. Chris was in the process of moving upstate with them. He started a nonprofit back in 2006 after his son died in a motorcycle crash. And contrary to those who...
Wow, so almost 20 years. Almost 20 years. Look at those cats. That I would be in heaven, I've got to say. Like, that's a lot of cats though, and they all look healthy. They all look happy. He was doing incredible work.
Weren't fans of his or his sanctuary. Volunteers who came out say he was selfless and died doing what he loved.
The cats were all healthy and strong and happy. If this man lived in an 8 by 10 foot room with a mini fridge and a microwave, that's all he ever allowed himself. He had nothing. Everything, every dime, every penny, every hour, every inch of him went into the sanctuary.
A cat was spotted on the roof, another being taken to a vet. This one's on oxygen. While neighbors say they heard an explosion, officials haven't determined a cause and no word on how many cats are unaccounted for.
The animals that survived look like the ones that were living in shelters in the back of the house. So they were separated.
We got to make sure that there's no more that are stuck under the rubble. Try to get a head count, make sure that they're all together. Find out how many are injured, how many are okay, how many are critical. And then from there, we can break it up.
Volunteers showed up, ready to respond.
The next steps are going to be to secure the fence, make sure the animals can't get out, get food for them, fresh water for them, and vet assessments.
Somebody's got to carry on his dream.
And now dozens of volunteers will set up feeding stations and litter boxes in the backyard so the cats don't run away. They will also be setting up fences. They're answering the call for help and doing exactly what Chris would be doing. That's latest here in Medford, Long Island. Natasha, let's send it back to you.
All right. It's truly tragic, Jody. Thank you so much.
Yeah, very unselfish for sure. Oop. Yeah, KCG, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. All right. So this, and I didn't write the dates down, but I do have them in chronological order. So the one we just watched was from Monday, and then, progressively.
Hundreds of cats are still unaccounted for following yesterday's tragic fire out on Long Island. The founder of Happy Cat Sanctuary was killed when his passion project erupted in flames. Carolyn Gussoff was back at the scene in Medford today and shows us the extraordinary effort to save lives.
There are moments of tenderness and relief when a cat emerges from the ashes alive and well.
She's really sweet.
But there have also been tremendous losses. At least 108 cats perished in Monday's fire at the Happy Cat Sanctuary, along with its founder, Chris Arsenault, who tried in vain to put out the fire that began in the home he shared with 300 cats.
We have just been overwhelmed with just the amazing human beings here on Long Island that have just donated their time, their money.
Lisa Jager and Strong Island Animal Rescue are leading the massive effort, searching for what may be as many as 200.
Okay, so Lisa Jager is the Facebook page that had the image of the cats walking up the stairs to heaven. She is also the one who is, organizing the GoFundMe for Happy Cat Sanctuary. So she's been very involved and is doing a lot of great things. She does have her own rescue as well. And I don't remember what the name of it was, but she does a lot for cats as well.
Surviving cats.
It's pretty big in there. It's their playing field, so I have to sort of wait until the right moment comes about to get them.
With the help of a steady stream of donations, including a medical van from Paws of War.
When a tragedy like this occurs, really, don't we all have a responsibility to be here and do what we can?
Some of those in need of emergency care are brought to the Veterinary Medical Center of Long Island. Here, they're being triaged and getting an immediate dose of TLC. Doctors here say there is a wide range of injuries.
This toe is burned.
From lung to external burns.
All the cats we've seen so far have just been so sweet. And very clearly had been very well taken care of. So just trying to give them all a fair chance.
Arsenault, who was lovingly called Long Island's Cat Man, was building a new elaborate sanctuary upstate, but rescuers say it's not feasible to send these injured cats there.
Chris died saving animals, and that's what he loved to do. So I'm trying to honor him and do the best I can to make sure his animals are safe.
The long-term plan is to find, treat, and keep all the survivors on Long Island. In Medford, Carolyn Gussoff, CBS News, New York.
Poor baby. Her little whiskers were singed. I'm trying to find the animal rescue page for okay, so she has a Facebook group, but I'm trying to find the actual Facebook page. Lisa Jager. I'll have to look for it in a minute. Ooh. All right, so this is some of the stuff may be repetitive, but each of these clips has something important in it.
Well, there are efforts tonight to help about 200 cats that survived a tragic fire that killed one person on Long Island.
Investigators now trying to figure out what started this fire in Medford on Monday that killed the owner of the cat sanctuary and also killed 100 of his cats. This as veterinarians treat the animals injured in that fire.
Here's Long Island reporter Shantae Lance.
One by one, animal rescue teams save injured cats.
It's an absolute great feeling to be able to save these injured animals and get them the help that they need.
This one, that was weak and burned, was just one of nearly 200 cats left behind surrounding this charred home at Happy Cat Sanctuary in Medford.
You know, they're scared and they're injured. And so, yeah, these are the ones that we're pulling out today.
A massive deadly fire on Monday engulfed this house, killing more than 100 cats and the sanctuary's owner, 65-year-old Chris Arsenault, who neighbors say, in an effort to save the cats, kept running back inside.
I know that Chris would have wanted that, and these animals deserve to be saved, and we're here to do so.
The rescued cat from outside was checked out in this mobile veterinarian clinic, parked on the property by Paws of War, free of charge.
I knew Chris well. I knew when he started, but he died doing what he loved, rescuing animals. The very least we can do is to continue his legacy, to make sure that every one of these cats get the proper care.
So Paws of War, let me look them up. I'll drop their link to Paws of War. Here we go. Animal Protection Organization. So we'll take a look at this. So Paws of War. Help a vet, save a pet, hoping both ends of the leash. Oh, that's cute. All right, so they do service dog program, helping heroes, war-torn pups and cats. The mobile veterinary clinic, which is what they were talking about just then. Dog rescue. Wow, so they do a lot of different things. Wisconsin, New York. All right, I will drop their link in chat as well. Oh, the KCG, are you referring the ones that always had the Sarah McLachlan song? And, you know, it was like the puppies or the dogs in like the kennels, you know, and oh my gosh, it's terrible. I can't watch them. I can't watch those commercials either. They're on every so often, but I haven't seen one in a while. All right, let's get back over here.
And love that they need to move forward.
The cat has breathing problems, likely from smoke inhalation, and burns on her ears and paws.
That's very typical what we've been seeing. Yesterday, I'd say almost everything that came through here, the paw pads were burnt.
The most injured cats are then taken away for treatment, mostly free, by different veterinarians across Long Island.
We're going to ask for our colleagues in the area here, hopefully to take a few cats and try to get them healthy enough to be able to eat and be adopted.
As a small memorial grows here, surrounded by cat food, that veterinarian you just heard from, Dr. Jason Heller, plans to ask about 80 vets and vet technicians tonight at a meeting for the Long Island Veterinarian Medical Association to help heal those cats for free. In Medford,
That's
Shantae
awesome.
Lands, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Hey, Irish.
Great outpouring of sympathy for that. They're really taking action.
Yeah, that is amazing. And hopefully more veterinarians join in to help these babies. So let's see, what did Pookie say? I need to do a count of how many that I have out here now and get pics of the ones that trust me. I know, and Pookie does great work as well. She has baby kittens. Well, she has a couple of sets of baby kittens, but today she sent me a picture of the older baby kittens, and They are so freaking cute. So cute. They're 2 weeks old. They look more like they're 3 to 4 weeks old. They're little chonkers, but so precious. So Pookie also does what she can for, the outside kitties, and, it's like, taking sand from the ocean. You think you've made a dent and it just fills right back in. So, all right. So the next video is about the investigation. As we had heard before, investigators, initially when this happened, there was a lot of speculation that it was arson, because Chris was having issues with some of the community members, and so some were saying someone did it on purpose because they wanted him gone. His plan was to move to upstate New York in May. He was going to move all of the cats to the new land that he had. And it's sad that it was just, about a month or so out. So, and actually, before we share that video, I'm going to show, I found this GoFundMe page, and this was actually organized by Chris himself. Happy Cat Sanctuary is relocating to upstate New York. And he had a goal of 500,000. He had about 42,000. And it says, Happy Cat Sanctuary will be relocating to upstate New York. We need your help. We have purchased a 30-acre farm where we can build a sanctuary 10 times as big and beautiful as we have now. All of these disadvantaged cats that were saved from being shot at, hoarded, abused, neglected, and targeted by gangs for use as bait in dogfighting rings. Good Lord. I don't even want to think about it. Please consider donating to our GoFundMe to support our move. Help us build an amazing new sanctuary and continue our efforts to help these at-risk cats. And the last donation was about a month ago. So let's take a look at this video. I have not watched this yet.
Hi, everybody. We're here at Happy Cat Sanctuary, and as everybody knows by our last post, the good news that we found 30 acres of unrestricted land upstate. It's about 4.5 hours away.
Look at those kitties. Oh, my God.
It's got multiple structures on it already, and so we just wanted to give everybody our plan. But first, I just wanted to mention something very important, that when we discovered this land, the other rescue that I was going to work with here, the Jaeger's Run, it's called Jaeger's Run Rescue, Lisa Jaeger. I just wanted to.
So again, Lisa Jaeger, she is the one that we've seen in a lot of the clips, and she is the one who set up the GoFundMe. She's also doing a lot of outreach and work to help get the cats that are still loose, so to speak. Yeah, well, it is illegal, but people don't care about some things that are illegal.
Let everybody know about her and how amazing she is, and her rescue is. Not for a second did she hesitate to offer to drive us up to go look at that property. And let me tell you, on the drive up, all she was getting is phone calls about a sick cat, a sick duck, a sick this, a sick that. All I want to say is she is such an amazing person, and if anybody dislikes her, for whatever reason it is, you don't dislike a person because of maybe you don't like the way they talk, or you don't like just the way they run their rescue, or don't judge somebody by what you may not like about them. Judge them by what they do, and what she does is amazing. We do what we do because we love what we do here. We love taking care of animals. doesn't matter what animal it is. And some people may not like me for some reason, which, obviously, we all know that the Jennifer in Connecticut and the Jennifer here on Long Island who doesn't like sanctuaries for whatever reason. They have their reasons. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's not going to stop us from doing what we're doing. So everybody should just give a shout out to Lisa's. It's called Jaeger's Run. She really is amazing. She's a real estate.
And I did just share the link to Jaeger's Run Animal Rescue, her Facebook page. So definitely check that out.
Broker. She's been getting this deal done for us and hasn't taken a penny, not a penny, from Happy Cat Sanctuary. Not on the ride up, not on making the deal. Getting us all the people we needed to make this deal work. Okay. And I just want to say this because I hope this one person is watching this. Okay, this is important to me. This one person who claimed to wanted to help Happy Cat Sanctuary, who did not help. All this person did was make misery for us. We lost money because of this person, and this same person tried to get me against Lisa Jaeger. This person didn't even know Lisa Jaeger. And she turned around and she badmouthed and said, don't trust her, acting like as if what was happening to me with the town was because of her. It's unbelievable what people will do and people will say. So all I can say, my advice to other rescues, don't trust anybody. If you ever want to
look, that cat behind him is like, come on, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me.
Type of raising money for your non-for-profit, okay, and somebody wants to help you and they want to take money from you, don't trust them. The only way that you should be raising money is if they're willing to front the money and then take a percentage. They get the money back and they take a percentage.
Okay, and I am going to, if you would like to watch the remainder of the video, I will put the link in chat. I just wanted to watch a little bit of that because I hadn't realized there was a video attached to the GoFundMe. And I also didn't realize that Happy Cat Sanctuary had a YouTube page, which is where that video is from. So I'm also going to drop the YouTube page in chat as well.
Arson has been ruled out as a cause of a deadly fire at a cat sanctuary on Long Island. Carolyn Gussoff reports on the ongoing efforts now to relocate rescued cats and get them the care that they need.
Cats roam through charred remains of the Happy Cat Sanctuary. Rescuers have set up feeding stations as they mourn the loss of the founder, Chris Arsenault, and try to save some of the 300 cats that lived here with him.
You got him, bud. Good job, buddy.
Strong Island Animal Rescue League has located more than 30 cats they've transferred to animal hospitals.
Some have been in totally critical condition. Some have been just burned whiskers. Some have been bad burns on their paws, smoke. Inhalation, lots of stress. Very sad situation.
The estimated 150 others still alive will be transported to donated warehouse space beginning Friday.
The Suffolk SPCA will be bringing its mobile hospital here, and more than 24 local veterinarians are volunteering to provide medical care.
Vaccinate them, test them for diseases called feline AIDS and feline leukemia, and we are microchipping the ones that aren't microchipped.
It's okay, baby. You're safe.
Amid an outpouring of help, there is now an official finding by the town of Brookhaven Fire Marshal. Undetermined, which means the fire was not deemed suspicious. It's believed it started indoors. Propane-fed portable heaters cannot be ruled out. Arsenault had converted.
And that would be, how tragic would that be? It was, a portable space heater caused this much devastation. Pookie says, I spent a lot of the morning having to snuggle with these guys. We didn't get their bedtime routine last night. Yeah.
Converted his home into a cattery. The fire marshal says
Cattery, I
holes
love it.
cut in walls and floors for the cats helped the fire spread. Plans for a memorial service are in the works.
We want everybody to be able to have a chance to pay their respects. So we're trying to coordinate something and find a big enough facility.
Officials at the town of Brookhaven say they were working with Arsenault.
I mean, and that was an amazing setup. You know, that he had shelters there where they could hang out in the shade. They could run around on, the fake grass. Just clean, seemingly organized. And just him.
To resolve code violations. There are no limits on how many cats a homeowner can have, but he was planning to move the property upstate. Happy Cat volunteers say all of his survivors will find a home.
Baby.
In Medford, Long Island, Carolyn Gussoff, CBS News, New York.
Carolyn has covered the communities of Long Island for years. If you have a story idea for her.
Okay, so we're going to pause there. Okay, so where do I want to go next? Oh, shoot, I don't want to do that. So I have one last video before we get to the other interview that I had found. I didn't mean to do that. This next video is about the Suffolk SPCA mobile unit. And they're doing a lot to help these injured and scared cats.
It's a mass unit for animals that are in distress. It's a mobile unit that provides veterinarians to be able to provide emergency care on site. We have the cages to house them. We have behind me is an operating room. We have storage. We have autoclave. The veterinarians could service the animals on an emergency.
And that, I know, I'm not sure if it's the same thing, but they have like the mobile spay units where you can go and, they have low cost spay and neuter. They, travel around and I assume it would be similar to that. They have the little operating room. They have the little kennels, for recovery. How amazing is that?
Emergency basis and determine
it's
what
really
type of
nice
care they're going to need. It's a good triage unit. It could provide warmth, electric, water. It has a self-contained generator, where as an individual unit, standing unit, it can provide healthcare services with proper medical personnel. Right now, we're getting it geared up to be transported over to Holbrook, to be stationed there for over the weekend or longer if needed, to take care of the 100+ animals that have survived the fire. Unfortunately, there was a death. This gentleman perished in this fire, and I know that there were probably over 100 animals that did survive, and that's what our focus is at this point, to take care of them.
So cool. Okay, so I had one article just to kind of sum things up, and then we'll take a look at a little bit of the interview that I had found on YouTube. And this was from yesterday. And New York Post. Happy Cat Sanctuary fire that killed beloved owner. At least 100 felines on Long Island was an arson, officials. The fire at a Long Island animal sanctuary that killed its owner and at least 100 cats has been deemed not suspicious. Arson is not suspected as the cause of the tragic blaze that destroyed the Happy Cat Sanctuary Monday, killing animal rescuer Chris Arsenault as he tried to rescue his beloved felines, the Brookhaven Fire Marshal announced. Detectives from the homicide and arson squads were originally investigating the cause of the blaze, police confirmed. Pookie, I feel like I would be the same. So Pookie says, that's how my kids are afraid that I would die, trying to save my cats and any others that might be inside. I feel like I would be the same. But what I would do is, if possible, leave doors open so that they would be able to get out. But I mean, because some of them I wouldn't be able to catch. I mean, my feral Flower, I might see her once a week. Sometimes I see her twice a week. But I mean, I would just have to somehow hope that, do something where they might be able to get out. But the cause is now officially undetermined, which means the inferno was not deemed suspicious. The blaze is believed to have started indoors, according to Brookhaven Fire Marshal Chris Merriman, who told CBS authorities, quote, cannot rule out a fire caused by propane-fed portable heaters that were in the area of fire origin, end quote. Arsenault had converted his Medford home into the Happy Cat Sanctuary, where he housed at least 300 felines. Holes that were cut into the walls and floors for the cats helped the fire spread. Authorities said the blaze started around 7:15 a.m. March 31st. Firefighters had the Dorland Road fire under control by 8:35 a.m., but not before the sanctuary had burned to rubble. Brookhaven officials said they had been working with Arsenault to resolve code violations before the fire broke out, though it's unclear what specific issues they were addressing. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Here's two little beanies in the rubble. There's no limit to how many cats people in the area can own. Surviving felines could be spotted roaming around the charred rubble this week, and rescuers set up feeding stations as they tried to corral them. Strong Island Animal Rescue League has located more than 30 cats and transferred them to animal hospitals for treatment. Okay, let me look up Strong Island Animal Rescue. Oh, there it is, Strong Island Animal Rescue. I'm going to share their link. This is not loading. All right, they do have a Facebook page. I'll share their Facebook page instead because the other page is not working. Okay. Ooh. And he has the Strong Island Animal League. They do have a bunch of videos on there. And I would just say use caution. Just scrolling through, there are some tough images to look at in regards to the babies that were hurt. So some of them are in critical condition. Some of them burned whiskers. Some of them have burns on their paws, smoke inhalation. Frankie Floridia of Strong Island Animal Rescue League told the outlet. The remaining 150 cats will be transported or donated to a warehouse, and the Suffolk County SPCA will bring a mobile veterinary hospital to the scene to provide medical care. Arsenault, 65, happened upon a colony of 30 sickly cats and kittens by the train tracks near his home, changing his life forever as well as the lives of hundreds of cats over the years to come. The retired New Jersey Transit conductor started the cat sanctuary in 2006 after he lost his 24-year-old son Eric in a motorcycle accident and was in desperate need of solace from his pain. He took the strays in and nursed them back to health, which to his surprise helped him slowly begin to heal after the lowest point of his life. After my son died, those cats gave me something to do, Arsenault told the Daily Mail in 2018. Yeah. Curious. I'm not going to go back to that page either. Eventually, he transformed his entire home and yard into what would later become Happy Cat Sanctuary, keeping only his 8 by 12 foot bedroom for himself, where he both ate and slept. He purchased additional property in 2007 as the operation expanded, where he provided everything a wayward kitty would ever need, from heated perches to hammocks. Arsenault spayed and neutered the lucky felines that he took in and served up roast chicken dinners to his whiskered companions, who basked in safety and comfort with tummies full night after night. He was the most genuine and sweetest person ever, a humanitarian and a great person, neighbor Nellie Mendoza, who called 911 to report the fire, told the Post. A GoFundMe account has raised more than $675,000 for the sanctuary and to care for the animals as of Friday. And that number has increased to over 700,000, which is amazing. All right. So the last thing we're going to look at, I thought I had it here ready to go, but I guess I don't. So give me 1 second. I think when I opened up the video of Happy Cat Sanctuary, it took me to that instead. All right, let's see. Where are you? Here it is. And so we're just going to watch a little bit of this just because this kind of shows the cats. They're so happy. And this is from a page, Christine Montanti. She has 477 subscribers. This video has had 12,000 views, which is amazing. So I will drop this link in the chat. Let me add this to the screen. Okay.
We are at Happy Cat Sanctuary, and I first found out about Happy Cat Sanctuary 1 year ago when a rescue kitten showed up in my yard in dire need of food, shelter, and medical attention, and I nursed him back to health, but was unsuccessful finding an adequate home for him. It was a daunting task for months, trying to find an animal shelter, a cat sanctuary, or individual who would give him a home, until I was connected to Chris, Arsenault, founder of Happy Cat Sanctuary. Unfortunately, it was brought to my attention that a rival cat sanctuary saw the media I put out, contacted Chris, and then threatened to shut Happy Cat Sanctuary down. They have enlisted local government. It's shameful and appalling to me that a rival cat sanctuary would go in as far as to do this to someone who's devoted his life mission in providing the best care for these animals, medical attention for feral cats, abused cats, injured cats. So I'm going to do the follow-up at Happy Cat Sanctuary. So why don't you come on in and let's check it out.
Oh my God,
so
I
Chris,
love
I
that
came back
one.
to do a follow-up, but many people may not be aware of Happy Cat Sanctuary. So can you tell us one more time how it came about that you founded the sanctuary?
When my son passed away in 2006 while riding his motorcycle, I had worked for the Jersey Transit as a conductor, and I came across 30 sick kittens at the railroad station that were sick, and
Oh my gosh, that one. I love calicos and I love torties, but they all look happy. I mean, they're just hanging out. Yes, Shaby, arson was ruled out. Currently the cause is undetermined. However, it has been stated that they believe it may have been caused by propane. What did they say? Propane heaters. Because tanks were close to where they believe the fire originated.
I took them out of the boxes and I nursed them back to health at the cottage that I was living in. And I had 30 cats. I decided to move out here. I quit my job. It was very difficult when I lost my son, and I decided to get into the cat rescue. You can see why.
Because they're so cute.
And the animals are just great. I rebuilt this place probably 6-7 times.
I mean, and they have like the tree. He's got like the stuff they can like just climb up. I mean, this is like a cat's playground.
Already.
Right. So I noticed you've done a ton of renovations since I was here last. I see there's a lot of beautiful custom tree forts and tree towers that you've done. You've been working on that recently?
Yeah, we got rid of the cat trees, the rugged cat trees, because of the fleas and everything. We decided to build these custom things. They're made out of natural tree wood.
Wow.
We got rid of all of the old cat trees and we replaced them with all these new ones, and they're awesome. The cats love them.
Beautiful.
Yeah. A lot of these cats, believe it or not, have issues.
Aww.
Whether they believe it or not, are too friendly, where they climb up on you, they're on your shoulder. Like this one here is a.
That one he's holding, oh my gosh, it looks like a little slug just kind of hanging out. But I'm still like the amount of cats, and just wandering around, they're not really swatting each other or hissing. They're just kind of all, happy. They're just together, and what a great guy. What a great guy. Hey, Be Real. Thanks for stopping in. Shavy says, my cats have a Facebook group and many members knew Chris. Yeah. I mean, I wish I had known him. He sounds like an incredible person. He sounds like my kind of person. Just, wanting to rescue as many cats and kittens as we can.
Pain in the behind, but he's a sweetheart. A lot of people don't want a cat climbing up their body, we have cats that have litter box issues. A lot of them are friendly, and the friendly ones, we're happy that they're here, because they'd be dead right now. They would have all been euthanized.
And he's got a point. New York City, especially the ACC, Animal Control Centers, they are kill shelters. And every week there is a Facebook group. It is called, there's two. There's Must Love Cats, and that is an organization that will post. So every week, the New York City ACC releases a list of cats and dogs scheduled to be euthanized. So they will post said list on Facebook. And I think there's a Must Love Dogs as well. So there's Must Love Cats, Must Love Dogs. And that is where I rescued several geriatric cats from there. Mimi was one of them in Cheeto. Cheeto was 18 when I rescued her. Mimi was 17 when I got her. And both of them, Mimi and Cheeto, according to their families who surrendered them, they were having litter box issues. Neither one of them had litter box issues with me ever. So it wasn't the cat, it was the human. And it's really unfortunate, but that's why, you know, it's so important to spay and neuter your pets, because millions of cats and kittens are euthanized every single year. Millions. Dogs as well. Dogs as well.
As you know, I've been here about a dozen times this year, and I was shocked to learn that a rival cat sanctuary contacted you and threatened to shut down Happy Cat Sanctuary, and then they have enlisted local government to do so. So can you tell me what's going on?
Okay, so I'm going to kind of skip over that because he actually goes inside. And so I just wanted to kind of look at the inside a little bit, and then we'll wrap this up.
Oh, that's
there's a little
great.
key door.
That was so cute.
So there's plenty of hammocks up there for them to go up in. They have the whole upper area
That is amazing.
that they go up into here for the hammocks that we just put in. It's pretty busy here when it's cold.
And they can eat.
Give me 1 second. I don't know. I didn't realize closed captioning was off. There we go.
Whenever they want.
They actually can go down into the basement. There's holes in the floor.
Oh, see, and so that's what they were saying. That's what caused the fire to spread so fast was, you know, easy access. They climbed through holes to.
The amount of cats, you got to have enough room for them. So it's not just this one area for all these cats. And they do utilize the hammocks up there, which is what we redid this whole thing this year.
So I see those ones, they're sleeping up there.
All this has been redone.
And it's so warm. Oh, he wants the running water.
You want the water? Okay, here you go. Here you go. All right, yeah. All right.
Don't I know? I would have cats who
Believe
would
that
just
he
sit.
meows
They would
to
be
me
in
to
the
turn the
sink
water on. How
waiting
funny
for
is
the
that?
water to drip.
So yeah, so this is
So
where
nice and warm.
and this is where the cats, remember the holes up in the floor.
Oh, right. That's where they come in. Look, is it going to go
They
up?
come down and they go out those kitty doors to go out to where we were before.
Wow.
So they have this wall down here and then they go up here.
So you have all these hammocks. Now, did someone make those for you? I saw on your Facebook page.
Somebody made some of them, yes. That's the other guy.
That's hysterical. Oh, you got it, Mike? Perfect. Film yourself. How do you manage the medical care for the cats?
Well, every year.
And that I was thinking about that as I was looking at everything he's done. Like, rescue is not cheap. Not cheap at all. And, I have 3 fosters right now. And, I have 6 of my own. And I mean, that's doable for me. But 300 cats to feed.
We spend over $60,000 every year at the vet. They do get treated every morning. They get their medicine. So anybody that looks like they have an upper respiratory, they do. I know a lot of these.
Is that the same one that I wonder if that's the same one he was holding like a baby. That kitty is very friendly. Very friendly. Yeah, Nanny, it's so clean and organized. I mean, it's amazing.
These cats that are out in the street that are, strays,
yes,
are not always feral. They're
Yeah.
I have so many that were feral and then have become friendly with me. So it's not.
I gotta back it up. Just that one cat. Oh my gosh. Let me just go back a tiny bit. Let's see. We're at 8:58, 8:57. I gotta pause it at this one.
Just the ferals that are out there that need a place to go.
Wow. And so, what's feeding time like? I see that there's.
I feed them the wet food at night and in the morning because
I go the wrong way. I did go the wrong way.
Certain cats at different times. Have an upper respiratory. They do. I know a lot of these cats that are out in the street that are strays,
yes,
are not always feral. They're
Yeah.
I have so many that were feral.
This cat right here with that, it looks like he has like a wig on. His face, he looks so annoyed. He's like, not today. Not today. He's so cute, though. Oh my gosh.
And then it become friendly with me. So it's not just the ferals that are out there that need a place to go, you know?
Wow. And so what's feeding time like? I see that there's
I feed them the wet food at night and in the morning because
Wow, they get wet
I
food too?
feed certain cats at different times, you know. Like the ferals, it's better to feed them at night, so I feed them at night. So this way, through the night, they'll get to eat it all, you know. I feed the friendlies in the morning, and I drop a tray at night just to make them happy, you know. So yeah, so this is
Okay, so let's see. He has chickens too? Get out of here. Okay, so I think we're gonna end it there just because I'm gonna drop the link again. And this was again from, what was her name? Christine Montanti. So definitely go and give it a like, subscribe if you so choose. Let me see. Let's see what her channel is about. Okay, so it looks like she's got oh, she does a bunch of interviews. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. All right, everyone. Well, that is all I have for, hey, Patty, thanks for being here. For today, I will definitely update you if they should find a cause. I think it may take a little bit of time, but I'm happy to hear that it wasn't arson and that someone didn't intentionally do this, because that would just be terrifying and horrific. But yeah, super sad. I have a friend of mine who she works with a different rescue. Actually, the one that I started with, she's still with. I changed rescues to one who was closer to home, but she's been a mess. Like she has feeding stations that she goes to every day in her town. She has her entire garage. She has a 3-bay garage, and the 1 bay is for her feral cats. So she kind of has it set up kind of like Chris did, only she only has 1 garage bay. And, you know, with the fake grass, she's got the perches, she's got some old furniture in there so they can kind of lounge. It's heated in the winter so that they don't have to worry about being cold. She's an amazing, amazing woman. And, you know, I only hope that I can, one day, I would love to have a cat sanctuary. Not with 300 cats, but, you know, maybe like 30 or 40. But yeah, sure. I wanted to cover it, and it was too sad. I mean, it's still sad, but I think, you know, I'm in the right frame of right frame of mind at this point. So I will not be live tomorrow unless something you know, major happens that I am drawn to. We haven't done trivia in a while though, so I know Sinner is going live tomorrow. I don't know what time, but maybe we'll do trivia on Monday. Maybe we'll do trivia Monday, because I was looking at my watch later list of like different stories that I had to talk about, and none of them are really, you know, I'm not really drawn to them where I would do an entire live on them. So I think I'll plan on Monday. We'll do trivia Monday. And if you have any ideas, let me know. I'll actually set up another poll on my community page, and we'll go from there. So I hope everyone has a great rest of your night. And if I don't see you on these YouTube streets, I will see you on the flip side.
You have one shot on stage, what you got to play? Generic drops for days, still the people rage. Am I not insane? Can you stop and explain why these drops are so lame? Is money buying you fame? I'm fucking on, I'm killing it with this song. You haters can sing along or go back where you belong. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with giving up, moving on. Cause I took your girl to prom, she can't help but sing this song. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. She's so on like a light switch, flirting back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's working that. I just want that body bad, come on baby, bring it back. I'm so gone, faded off a 30 rack. She's so on like a light switch, flirting back. There's nothing wrong with the way that she's working that. I just want that body bad, come on baby, bring it back. I rap with a passion, yeah, I got it in me. I've been waiting quite a long time for y'all to hear me. It's about damn time you put some stock into me. You're either sponsoring me or fucking bothering me. And the fact is, we just practice on this madness. That is why your status is like a canvas. Chances our advancement is enhancing, and this new expansion's like a mansion. Comes off till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse. Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my high progress. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse.